But now his Ducati speed can kick in as we head for turn 1. He brakes much later, but he seems to be going very hot into turn 1. Yo MotoGP fans, welcome back to another episode of MotoGP 24 Road to MotoGP. As you can see, we're in the helmet screen where I want to show off my new creation for the Motegi Grand Prix. It's the first race we're heading for. We're heading for Asia and we're starting off in Japan. So I made a slight little difference to my usual helmet by putting the Japanese flag on it. And here we have another design and I made in my spare time. So if you like it, you can download it. Just search for my username and you will find it. Made a bunch of those different color combinations. But next up we will be heading for Japan, Motegi Grand Prix, after we won in Indonesia. It has been a while since I played MotoGP. Like I said before, very busy, and hopefully I can create some more episodes in the future. For now we'll be heading for Motegi. We have a wet weather practice session, a wet weather sprint session, but all dry qualifying session and main race. Let's see what we can do. See you back at the qualifying results.
The second MotoGP qualifying session also ends here. The graphic you see on the screen corresponds to riders' starting position on the grid.
So we did a very good job. We managed to claim pole position while we came from Q1, so that's a very good opportunity to score some very high points, maybe score a podium place. But first of all, we have to finish the sprint and the main race. Let's head out for the sprint race.
The riders are all lined up on the starting grid. Just a few moments more and the lights at Motegi will go out to start the race.
So, like I said, we have a rainy sprint session, 3 laps of the Motegi. We have dim red lights, we rev the engine up, and we are on the way. Bagnaia has an excellent start. Espargaro as well. There comes the KTM on the inside. We have go a bit wide. KTM still on the inside. Be careful in turn 1. KTM had an excellent start, Miller and Red Binder as well, and Bagnaia takes the lead from us. We drop down to P4, but we go around the outside of Miller, and now we are in P3, right behind Espargaro. Heartbreaking for turn 5, very difficult turn to master. We go very wide. Keep it clean though, and now we are in front of Espargaro. It seems to had also a very bad exit coming out of turn 5. As we go wide a bit in the previous corner. It was turn 7. But now the hunt for Bagnaia is on. He was very fast in the practice sessions, in the weather practice sessions. He rode a 153 while we were doing 155s. So we will try to keep up with his pace, but Look at the horizon, he's disappearing already. That's almost a lead of 2 seconds. We are trying to keep up with him. We're also building a gap with Espargaro behind us. The gap is 1 second as of now, as we go a bit wide in turn 1. That gives us a slingshot through turn 2. Slingshot exit. These are really treacherous conditions, very slippery. Can easily go wide or easily lose the front, especially if you brake too hard, meaning into a corner. This is much better than the previous lap. And we are slowly closing down on Bagnaia, but I think it won't be enough, as this is the penultimate lap. Maybe if we had more laps we would have tried something, but as I'm saying that, I see Bagnaia slowing down. So the gap is under a second now. It's very odd for Pecco. He has some kind of problem, not sure. Here he is, blasting off again. The speed of the Ducati in a straight line. We'll go a bit wide in turn 11. Heading for the also difficult turn 14. Kind of chicane through a corner. And now the gap is over a second again as we head for the final lap. Oh, but yeah, it seems to go very wide. But we are just too far behind to make a move on him. We did make the fastest lap as of now. Going very wide at the exit of turn 4, but a 1:55.5, so that's a decent lap time. But yeah, I think Pecco is just too far ahead to make a move on him. Here he seems to be very slow, just like previous lap. So maybe this sector is his weakness. But like I said, he's too far ahead to make a move on him. Can only pray for a mistake by the Italian. But he won't make any. Riding very strongly. Look at the gap to Espargaro. They're in a whole different league compared to the others. Oh, that's a track limit. First one of our sprint race. But we are coming around the final corner. So we will claim a podium place, P2. And Pecco wins the sprint race here in Japan.
As the riders do their cool-down laps, let's take a look at the final classification of the race we've just seen.
So Bagnaia wins the sprint race. We finish in second place, and Espargaro finishing the podium in P3. He just set the fastest lap of 1:54.2, so that's a great time by Espargaro. Our teammate finishing P16 and Bastianini in P6. We had the objective to finish in front of him in the race, but it's only in the main race, so not in the sprint race. Let's head out for the podium celebration of the sprint race.
To celebrate with the riders on the podium in the middle of the track. The riders are all lined up on the start.
Okay, time for the main race.
And the lights at Motegi will go out to start the race.
Our new helmet design. We have dead red lights, a sunny year in Japan as we rev the engine up, and we are go. Deco has another excellent start. We have a much better stunt than we had in the sprint. Tucking in P3 right behind Espargaro as we put the pressure on him. Ooh, going very hot into turn 3. We managed to stop the bike in time, and we just passed Espargaro. Now it's between Bagnaia and us again as we head for turn 5, going very hot again. Keeping it between the lines. Lost a bit of time to Bagnaia as Acosta seems to be out of the Grand Prix. He crashed, not sure whose fault it was, but he's out. Espargaro still behind us as we try to close down Pecco. A bit wide in turn 10. The Ducati is such a great beast on the straight line. Very fast acceleration, very fast top speed. But we have seems to look like we have much better cornering speed as we gain our first track limit warning. It's a slight little corner cut. The stewards are unforgiving here in Motegi. The beast is on P8. So for now we don't have to worry about him. Our objective is to finish in front of him, and the gap is, as of now, is 3 whole seconds. So we go wide again in turn 5. Almost gained another track limit warning. So I have to keep my focus on turn 5. Seem to turn in just a fraction too late. Oh, that's a second track limit warning. The stewards are really diabolical. We are closing Bagnaia down. Can he cope with our pressure? That's the big question. We have a very good exit coming out of turn 14. But look at the acceleration speed of that Ducati. Both a bit wide in turn 1. This is becoming a very good battle between us and Bagnaia. Yet again, Not a good turn in turn 5. But now we have much greater speed coming out of turn 6. Can we make a move here in turn 8? As he goes a bit wide, we see a small gap. He tried to go for it, but he tried to shut the door as he pushes us into turn 9. We make a switchback. We hit him, I think. Not sure. Yes, Bagnaia goes wide. We reclaim the lead of the race. And now we will dictate the tempo of the race. We are in front of Bagnaia. What will he do? Will he go for a move right away, or will he stick with us until the final couple of laps? And we are trying to pull away from him, but he's so fast on the straights. The acceleration speed of his bike is brutal. Hear his engine roaring behind us. Oh. We need a good exit out of turn 10. Or turn 5, I mean. And we have it. Much better than the previous laps. But the Italian is still right behind us. Can we cope with the pressure he's putting on us? We'll be here in turn 10. As we cover up the inside line. As we head for turn 11. Will he make his move? Right over here, we try to brake as late as possible. We just get a small bump from him. Defensive line again in turn 14. But now his Ducati speed can kick in. As we head for turn 1. He brakes much later, but he seems to be going very hot into turn 1. We reclaim the... He crashed! Bagnaia crashed! So this will give us a lot of breathing space. We're in the final lap, heading for the final couple of corners. We will win our very first Motegi Grand Prix here in Japan. Very, very good race. Great result.
In a few minutes, the top 3 riders will arrive for their well-deserved podium ceremony. In the meantime, let's take a look at the MotoGP race final results.
My hands are all sweaty from the battle with Bagnaia, but in the end we were victorious. We won the race, and it's just our second race. The third race we won in our MotoGP career in MotoGP 24. So that's a great result. And also my first win here in Motegi in the GP class. So very, very good race. A very thrilling race and a good job by us. Martin's still in the lead. We will head for the podium celebration.
With the winner, who blessed us with a perfect race today. In addition to the victory, this young man scored some very important points for the world standing. We're back live from the circuit for the podium ceremony. These three riders had a truly outstanding race, and they really do deserve all the plaudits of the crowds in the stands.
So there you have it, the podium celebration. Bagnaia on second place. Brad Binder, very good, on third place. But most importantly, we won the Motegi, the Grand Prix of Japan. So received some reputation points. We attract attention by the win over over finishing in front of Bastianini, but Yamaha unchanged interest. Not sure what that means. Are they interested or are they not? Not sure. Maybe we will see at the end of this cutscene. Nope. Nothing as of yet. Yeah, it was a great race in Japan, but it's time to move on for the next one, and that will be Australian Phillip Island. Hated it in the past, but in a couple of years I started to like the track. Very fast track. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll be seeing you back for the next episode, which will be in Phillip Island. See ya!